Hello students, welcome to Target AES. In this video, I am going to continue with module 4, the last module of our airport layout and design. I hope you are perfect so far, right? Till module 3, आप सब कुछ जान चुके हो. In the module 4, I will teach you two important things. One is gate capacity. Okay, it will give you how many flights you can land in a airport. Okay, it is not like you can land 100 flights in an airport at once or in a given hour. It doesn't work like that. For example, if you are a frequent flyer, अगर आप एयरपोर्ट फ्रीक्वेंटली यूज करते हो, दिस माइट हैव डेफिनेटली हैपन टू यू. लेट अस से दिस इज योर एयरपोर्ट. ठीक है, you might have reached the airport. Okay, the flight might have reached the airport, but ATC will not give the clearance. ठीक है, ATC बोलेगा बेटा आप बहुत जल्दी आ गए हो, हवे में घूमते रहना. ठीक है, so the pilot will be doing rounds and rounds for like 15-20 minutes and finally he will get the clearance and then he will be landing off, right? Why is this problem arising? Why he is not letting this airplane to land? Because obviously each airport will have its own gate capacity. ठीक है, कितने फ्लाइट्स आ सकते हैं, it is predetermined. How to know that? I will teach you now. ठीक है, I will tell you how to know how many flights can come in an airport in a given hour. You will be knowing after this. But before this there is also one very important concept, theory oriented है and यहाँ से bit आ सकता है. ठीक है, for objective exams from here a question can come, obstacles and zoning of airport. ठीक है, when I am talking about airport, right, many people they will think there will be a terminus building and there will be a runway. On runway आके land हो जाएगा, बात खत्म. No, it doesn't work like this. Okay, because if you go to airport, you will notice in nearby areas of airport you will never see a tall structure. Agreed or not? क्यों? Because there are certain specifications. अगर tall structure है, it can interfere my flying, right? Crash भी हो सकता है. So there are some strict rules and regulations which have to be followed near airport. Okay, so किस हाइट तक आप कंस्ट्रक्शन कर सकते हो, what are the rules that will be given in obstacles and zoning. ठीक है, if this is your airport, basically यहाँ पे आ गया आपका रनवे. You can see here, right, this is your runway. ये जो ब्लैक स्ट्रिप दिख रहा है ना, that is your runway. Just beyond this runway हमारा क्या रहेगा, प्राइमरी सरफेस रहेगा. ठीक है, ये जो प्राइमरी सरफेस में रनवे आ जाएगा अराउंड लाइक 60 फीट 60 meters on both sides of runway. Your primary surface will be there. I will show you. Somewhere here you have your runway strip, right? ये रहा आपका runway strip. Till here you will be having your primary surface. After primary surface, on the straight path, let us say this is my straight path, तो आपका रहेगा अप्रोच सरफेस, यहाँ पे रहेगा टेक ऑफ सरफेस. ठीक है, फ्लाइट क्या करेगा, it will come from this approach surface and landing on my runway. ठीक है, after landing on runway, obviously when the time comes it will go to its apron. After returning from apron it will be taking out from this takeoff surface. ठीक है, ये जो दिख रहा है ना, this is like hypothetical diagram. I will show you what are the various zones we have. On the sides of this runway, we will be having a transitional surface. ये आपको दिख रहा है ना surface, transitional surface. Let me zoom it in, you will be little bit clear. Okay, so आप देख सकते हो, मैंने डायग्राम जूम कर दिया है. So on the sides you will be having transitional surface on this side and on this side also. ठीक है, ये transitional surface रहेगा, स्लोप रफली अराउंड 1:7. ठीक है, 1:7 का स्लोप रहेगा. दैट मीन्स अराउंड 14% स्लोप से ये ट्रांजिशनल जोन रहेगा. एंड दिस ट्रांजिशनल जोन के यहाँ पे आएगा इनर हॉरिजेंटल सरफेस, IHS, इनर हॉरिजेंटल सरफेस. इनर हॉरिजेंटल सरफेस विल बी एट द हाइट ऑफ 150 feet in meters, roughly around 45 meter. ठीक है, so please make a note, a inner horizontal surface will be at 45 meter. So in this imaginary area, after this primary surface, what you can do, you can just draw arc and you will be getting your inner horizontal surface. In this area there should not be any structure which is more in height than 45 meter. ठीक है, so no structure in that area should have a height more than 45 meter. 45 meter से ज्यादा हाइट वाला कोई भी नहीं रहना चाहिए. ओके, अग्रीड. एंड आफ्टर दैट देयर विल बी अ कोनिकल सरफेस. ठीक है, ये इनर हॉरिजॉन्टल सरफेस के बाद एक कोनिकल सरफेस रहेगा, जस्ट लाइक ट्रांजिशन सरफेस. इट इज अ कनेक्टिंग सरफेस बिटवीन योर इनर हॉरिजॉन्टल सरफेस एंड आउटर हॉरिजॉन्टल सरफेस. एक कोनिकल सरफेस का कुछ रहता है अराउंड 20:1. ठीक है, द स्लोप विल बी 1:20. ठीक है, 1:20 रहेगा. एंड आफ्टर दैट इट विल बी कनेक्टिंग टू आउटर हॉरिजॉन्टल सरफेस. So this is like a imaginary way. You can obviously imagine, right? So यहाँ पे आ गया आपका runway के बाजू में आ गया आपका transition zone. This transition zone on the other sides you will be having inner horizontal surface. In inner horizontal surface area, no building should be having a height more than 45 meter. Okay, so along the inner horizontal surface again we will be having this conical surface. ठीक है, conical surface will be extending towards outer horizontal surface ये slope रहेगा 1/20 and finally we'll be having outer horizontal surface. Here buildings you can construct the building, ठीक है. In this zone you can construct the building but we have a limit. The highest building can be only of 150 मीटर. समझ में आ रहा है. यहाँ था 150 फीट, याद रखना inner horizontal surface 150 feet or 45 meter and this outer horizontal surface it is maximum it can be up to 150 meter, ठीक है. and it will be extending up to 8 kilometer, ठीक है. याद रखना, very important bit, up to 8 kilometers from your airport you cannot have any building which is extending more than 150 meter. That's why airport will never be in the center of city, it will be away from the city only. I hope you are getting it right. समझ में आ गया आपको लॉजिक. सो 150 मीटर हाइट वाली बिल्डिंग कोई भी अलाउ नहीं है विद इन 8 किलोमीटर रेडियस फ्रॉम योर एयरपोर्ट. So this is everything about the airport zonings. So let us try to understand again. So here you will be having your runway. On the either sides you will be having transition zone. ये आ गया आपका inner horizontal. On the inner horizontal again you will be having a conical zone which will be leading to outer horizontal. A inner horizontal is around 45 meter and outer horizontal is around 150 meter. So इस area में for example if you are talking about inner horizontal, no building should be exceeding more than 45 meters, and whenever you are talking about outer horizontal, no building should exceed 150 meter. Okay, I hope everything is clear for you now. ये आपको शायद बहुत ही कम जगह मिलेगा. I have precisely made a note, so just make a note. यहाँ पे extra point add कर लेना. Horizontal plane of 150 feet above the established airport elevation, ये होता है inner horizontal surface. Please make a note in our notes. Outer horizontal surface is 150 meter above, ठीक है. So if you are noting this, more than enough, everything I have clearly taught you and I hope you are perfect, right. Approach से वो enter होगा flight and it will be landing on my runway. Once it is landing, obviously यहाँ पे ये जो आपको दिख रहा है ना inner horizontal, इसी में आपका apron, terminal building सब कुछ आ जाएगा and obviously when it comes back to runway it will be again flying and taking off from here. I hope you got it right. Everything is clear. Now let us talk about the gate capacity, the last concept. How many flights can be landed in an airport in 1 hour or 1 day, it doesn't matter, आप calculate कर सकते हो. See there are a lot of one liners which I have given here. Be perfect in that, ठीक है. So ऐसे मैंने दे दिया है काफी one liners which will be helping you in your examination. Aircraft movement will be more in visual flight rules as compared to instrumental flight rules. These are something very common. आप ऐसे टिक मार सकते हो, but I have given you what is caster angle, angle between your longitudinal axis and tangent to your center line को हम caster angle कहते हैं. And let us see this gate capacity. यहाँ से क्वेश्चन आ भी सकता है, ठीक है. प्रॉब्लमैटिक है, छोटा सा प्रॉब्लम है, फॉर्मूला ओरिएंटेड. इफ यू रिमेंबर फॉर्मूला इट्स मोर देन एनफ, बट इफ सम क्वेश्चन कम्स यू कैन इजीली डू इट. इट्स लाइक अ वेरी बेसिक लड्डू वाला क्वेश्चन. We have studied about this aprons, right? In aprons we will be having lot of gates, right? We will be having lot of gates and each gate will be having a flight in which you can board or you can load your cargo. Agreed or not? So in gate capacity you will be knowing how many gates does the airport need, or you can say how many aircrafts you can land in an airport for that given number of gates. Okay, so first of all this gate capacity will be dependent on gate occupancy time. For example, let us say you have a gate here and you have a aircraft. If this aircraft is loading very quickly and going away, then obviously this gate can accommodate many number of aircrafts in a given hour. Agreed or not? अगर ये occupancy time काफी कम है, if occupancy time is less, in 1 hour you can have many aeroplanes using the same gate. Agreed or not? So my gate capacity is inversely proportional to my gate occupancy time. याद रखना, if you are taking less time then obviously that gate has a more capacity, it can accommodate more number of aircrafts in a given hour or in a day. I hope you got it right. And this gate occupancy time whatever you have, right, it depends on two things. One is aircraft type. अगर smaller aircraft है then it will take less time, and amount of baggage. Okay, it includes even number of people and number of cargo items you are taking out. ठीक है. So aircraft type is also one very important or very small concept. Please make a note. There are basically 4 aircraft types we classify. Class 1. If you want to write down you can write it down, or else it's okay because हम तो civil engineer है भाई, हमें कोई relation है नहीं है इससे. But if you want to just make a note you can make a note. So class 1 का होता है weight less than 6000 pounds. So less than like 2500 odd kilos. It will be less than that. एंड काफी छोटी फ्लाइट रहेगी. यू माइट बी सीइंग अ वेरी स्मॉल फ्लाइट्स, राइट, वेरी स्मॉल फ्लाइट्स आल्सो यूजिंग द एयरपोर्ट. सो बेसिकली दीज आर दोस एयरक्राफ्ट विच आर लेस देन 6,000 पाउंड एंड सिंगल इंजन रहेगा, सिंगल इंजन रहेगा, ठीक है. एंड क्लास 2 you will be having multi engine and but it is also less than 6,000 pounds. It is also less than 6,000 pounds. When it comes to class 3 it will be around 6,000 pounds. And class 4 ये होता है passenger वाला. See, passenger wala will be obviously very greater than 6,000 pounds, obviously, right? Because let us say if you are taking like 200 people with you, if you are taking like 200 people with you, each person will be more than 100 pounds, right? Agreed or not? So 200 into 100, यहीं पे आ गया आपका 200 into 100, यहाँ पे आ गया आपका more than 20,000 pound. I hope you are getting it right. So if you are adding the luggage weight and the instrument weight of aircraft itself, then it will be more than 30,000 or 40,000 pounds easily. I hope you are getting it right. So basically there are like 4 classes you can classify like that. So obviously your gate occupancy time will depend upon the aircraft type and also amount of baggage. So gate capacity का हमारा एक छोटा सा फॉर्मूला है, it is nothing but 1 by weighted service time, ठीक है, 1 by weighted service time. How to use this formula? I will tell you a small calculation and you will be perfect. Or there is also one more formula. It will be minimum of GI by TIMI, ठीक है, GI by TIMI, where GI is number of gates for aircraft of class 1, because class 1 के थोड़े gates रहेंगे, let us take 10 gates, class 2 में there might be under 5 gates, class 3 there might be under 5 gates, and class 4 there might be like 20 gates. I hope you are getting it right. So each type of aircraft will have its own gates designated for that. So number of gates for aircrafts of class I, it could be class 1 or class 2 or class 3 or class 4, dependent divided by TI. TI is mean occupancy time and MI is fraction of aircrafts of class I demanding service. Okay, जो service demand करते हैं, that will be your MI. So now how to use this formula? Basically we'll be using this formula. GC is equals to 1 by weighted service time. How to get it? Let us try to calculate. Capacity of 25 gates serving 3 classes of aircraft. Let us say there is an airport. Let us take Hyderabad airport and let us say we have 25 gates here. ठीक है, this Hyderabad airport has 25 gates and there are 3 types of aircraft which actually land it. Let us say class 1, class 2 and class 3. Class 1 there are 20% of it, class 2 there are 20% of vehicles and class 3 are 30% of vehicles. And average occupancy time कितना है? 10 मिनट का है, 30 मिनट का है, 60 मिनट का है. Obviously you can relate, right? So if you have a lighter vehicle it will be taking less time, right? So lower class वाला ज़्यादा ले लेगा. If you are taking class 1 or class 2 काफ़ी कम टाइम लेगा. If you are going for class 3, class 4, obviously उसका टाइम ज़्यादा रहेगा occupancy time. I hope it is very clear, right? So gate capacity का formula क्या है? Very simple, 1 by weighted service time. So how to get weighted service time? Very simple, you just have to multiply these two and you will be getting your answer. ठीक है, you just have to multiply. So mix percentage है, percentage in terms of numerical क्या हो जाएगा? 20 है तो 0.2 हो जाएगा, right? ये 20 है तो 0.2 हो जाएगा, ये क्या हो जाएगा? 0.6 हो जाएगा, 60 है तो 0.6 हो जाएगा. We just have to write like that. So 1 by weighted service time. So that will be 1 divided by 0.2 into 10. Just multiply this. Just multiply 0.2 into 10, 0.2 into 30, 0.6 into 60. As simple as that. ठीक है. So 0.2 into 10 plus 0.2 into 30 plus 0.6 into 60. So whenever you are dividing, you will be getting 0.0227 aircraft per minute per gate. So now you got per minute, these many aircrafts can be landed per gate. So how many gates were there? There were 25 number of gates in that airport. So multiply by 25, so you will be getting 0.568 aircraft per minute. So अगर आप convert करते हो per hour, just multiply by 60, you will be getting approximately 34 aircrafts per hour. So if there are 34 aircrafts landing in an airport per hour, we will not have any problem. If you are landing more than that, let us say 37 flights के, then आप बोलोगे 3 फ्लाइट को भाई तो हवे में ही रुकना. Once it is vacant, we will be accepting you in this airport. I hope you got it right. समझ में आ गया, मजा आ गया आपको. I hope you will be scoring 100 out of 100 in your airport. अगर कोई क्वेश्चन आता है आप आसानी से कर लोगे. इन द नेक्स्ट मॉड्यूल आई विल बी स्टार्टिंग पोर्ट्स एंड हार्बर, बट दिस विल बी ओनली फॉर पेड स्टूडेंट्स. ठीक है, दिस एंड रेलवे it will be only for paid students. Okay, have a nice day. If you have liked my coaching, if you are perfect in airport, obviously you can consider taking my courses on this Target IAS. You can take full package at a very reasonable price. But if you have problem only with transportation engineering, obviously you can buy only this transportation engineering also. It is up to you, but I will prefer you taking the full course because वहाँ पे आपके सारे doubts clear भी होते हैं very frequently, and our students are already started getting lot of good jobs. So I hope you will be utilizing this target IS platform in a very nice manner. Have a nice day. See you in next module.